Hi, it's me, JC, back with another ceramic hour live stream. Let's check out how these are doing. I made a bunch of stuff yesterday. Oh, I do want to show you. I worked on some like little necklace designs. This one's going to be a watermelon slice, and then I've got like a miniature turtle one. Aren't these so cute? I feel like because people like the big turtles, I should make like a few turtle necklaces. So, I'll try to like make a little template so those are easier for me to make. And then I cut out the shells, and I made some little, what are those, air plant holders? Here is what we were working on yesterday. Our little, I'm gonna call it a watercolor paint palette, although I feel like you could put jewelry in it too if you really wanted to. Although these ones, the paint palettes, I did kind of like dig them a bit deeper. Well, like my other ones that I made. And like kind of like the size of the wells are going to be a little bit, I feel like they're better for paint, but I did make some that are a little bit like more leaning towards jewelry with bigger wells, and it's not as like the slab isn't as like thick. So I don't know. I mean, you could do whatever you want with it. But I think I'm gonna call this like a paint palette for now. Let me just adjust this. I have a little juice necklace over here. This is by Juice Ceramics. They make some really cute stuff, and they really inspire me on like making little necklaces. So I just have this sitting over here so I can kind of get like a good idea for like the size for the necklaces I make. Maybe we'll adjust this a tiny bit. Sorry, I should probably like try to center it if we can. It feels pretty, it feels like pretty dry, but I guess we'll just kind of see once we start carving into it a bit more. If not, if it gets kind of like more wet the more we dig into it. I do have this second one. I made this one last night and just kind of dug a little bit into it. When it's too wet, it's really easy to carve more than you were anticipating out of it. So that's why you typically wait until things are leather hard or so. So let's just kind of like fix up the edges before I forget to do that. What else do I have going on over here? Why did I make more little air plant holders? I don't know. I think I just had like extra clay from rolling out the turtle shells, like the lids. And I was like, I think I could make a little pinched air plant holder with this amount of clay. And then I just kind of kept going, and I think I made like 7. We have like, how many are there? Maybe like 6 or so that we worked on, like some or all of them on the stream earlier, and they're just they're bone dry, so they will be going into the next firing whenever that happens. Right now, for bone dry, we have, I don't know, like those 6 or something ones. We have a bunch of like cat jewelry dishes. I think we have somewhere, I can't see my shelf that well over here. I think we have like 4 to 6. And then we have like, I think 6 bunny trinket dishes. Sitting over there. What else? That might be it. That's just like, those ones are like on my little drying station. And then over here, which is kind of just like in progress, are the like 7 airplane holders that I just made last night. We've got these 2 paint palettes. And then we have, actually, I wasn't planning on doing this, but we now have 6 turtles. So 6 turtles, they are little containers. I showed the turtle yesterday on the stream, but you can check out my Instagram at calieandco if you want to see what I'm talking about. Because I did have 3. One is a personal one because I love it. That's why I made it, because I love it. And I made more because I thought people would be like, oh my gosh, I want one. So yeah, the 2 that I put up for sale have already sold. Which I feel like is like fairly quick, and they were featured on Michael's Maker Place, like in their banner on their homepage. So I just feel like, you know, like that, and when I was doing the in-person market a couple weekends ago, like people were just like gravitating towards my booth like because of them. So I feel like I need to make more. I was going to do maybe like 4, but then I was like, it's kind of, I don't know, maybe I'm just kind of like, I don't know, like OCD-ish, I don't know. But I have like stilts for the turtles. I have stilts for 3 turtles. So I was like, whatever, let's just get them, like, put them in the same firings, right? Because, I mean, if I put them in the same firings, then they can go in the same shop update, right? I just feel like the whole thing kind of makes sense. Like, if you look at it that way, too. So we're doing 6, I guess. It's fine. I think they are really cute, and I don't think they're just going to be like lingering in the shop for like years. I feel like people do really like them, so I don't know, whatever. Yeah. So that's what I have like all on my table right now. The turtles are extremely thick. So, I don't know. I think I'll work on them maybe like tonight and just kind of like carve a bit of the excess off and just kind of like go back and forth between carving a bit off, and letting it dry maybe a teeny bit more, and just kind of, I don't know, maybe a bit of like back and forth like that. But yeah, I kind of have like a list of things that I would like to have at like the Saturday market that I'm going to be doing here in Portland. That's the name of it. It's called the Saturday market. Even though this year it runs Saturday and Sunday. I feel like they need to change the name, but whatever. It's fine, I guess. I don't like vague names like that, you know? It's just really hard to Google sometimes. You're like, Saturday market, and then it like pulls up a million queries of markets that also happen on Saturday. And you're like, you know what? Heck this. Anyway. So yeah, I kind of have like a list of things that I feel like would be good for the market, like especially like some cute little ceramic necklaces. I don't really feel like there are many people locally that make ceramic necklaces, so I just kind of feel like it'd be a good way for my shop to stand out to people that you know, really like buying ceramic things, or just, I mean, you know, maybe they just really like buying handmade things. Yeah, I don't know, just that kind of crowd. And what else? I was gonna make, I do think that I feel like the air plant holders could do well at the market. I mean, they could be, I mean, I feel like they're great for air plants, but of course, like, it could be like a little, like, a ring holder. I mean, they're not really, like, they're not very big. So I don't know if I would say that it's like a jewelry holder, jewelry dish. I mean, you could definitely put like some rings in there, you know. I think like it kind of reminds me of like people that buy like they're like ring dishes on Etsy for like couples and their wedding rings. Like that's where they put their wedding rings. I don't know, at night or something. I don't know. I'm not married. I don't know what people do with their wedding rings. Like, do you take it off at night? I don't know. I mean, I guess you probably should take it off when you shower. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know these things. Okay? But I don't know. People sell them. And it's like, oh, it's a cute little thing. Put your like little thing in there. I do think it'd be really cute to like maybe consider doing like custom stuff. I'm not sure about like turnaround time, if people would be happy with that as opposed to the other you know, like personalized jewelry dishes. Like there are tons of them out there, but a lot of them are polymer clay and they don't have, you know, we don't have real gold on it. It's just like painted. I mean, they could put gold leaf on it, but that doesn't look as good as like gold luster that you'll see on ceramics. You know, I suppose like certain people probably don't really care. It's just kind of, they like the vibe. I don't know. I'm still trying to kind of figure out like personalization kind of things and like how I could offer personalized ceramics to the shop, because I feel like that'd be really fun, you know. You know, people love personalized things, especially for like presents, for like, I don't know, whatever, birthdays, holidays, all kinds of stuff. I mean, I think it's really great to like be able to offer stuff like that. So it's something I'm thinking about. I'm trying to figure out, you know, what I want to offer. I also want to be careful about it because I'm like, I'm a little bit like hesitant. I'm always thinking about like worst case scenario, because you never know what is going to happen. I would like hate to like, I don't know, open up some kind of personalization thing and then like there's like a flood of orders that come in and, you know, like, I don't know, something like I can't keep up with the orders or something, and then they're being like delayed, and I don't know. I feel like that's a possibility for like around the holidays, especially because like people love buying personalized things for the holidays, because that's extra fun. But not to like bash on people, because I'm totally the person that will buy things last minute. I'm totally that person, so I get it. But like, you don't want a flood of personalized orders coming in like just before the holidays, and then it's like, oh my gosh, like I have all of these like personalized items that need to get done, and if they're not done in a certain amount of time, you know, they're gonna be late, and nobody, you know, no one wants that. No one wants their gift to come in late, you know. I don't know, I'm just I don't want to sound like I have a big head, like oh, everybody's gonna love my work or whatever, like, but like just worst case scenario is probably that. Like flood of orders come in, can't get them done in time because the kiln has to take like, the kiln has 2 loads that it needs to do, which is like 2 weeks. And I don't know, like anything last minute would be like really stressful for me and the person. And I don't know. I'm just always thinking about like what would be like the worst thing that could happen. And that's like probably, I mean, that's the first thing I think of. Would be like holiday orders, but I don't know. I'm just, I don't know. That's just kind of something that I am considering, trying to figure out. And I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna have anything personalized in the shop, like before the holidays this year or not. I don't know. Not sure. Still have to kind of like figure that out, and maybe, I don't know. There's a lot I have to kind of like figure out, and like how am I going to make it like super duper obvious that, you know, it's like a pre-order thing. It can't just, you know, it has to have like a certain amount of time to be completed. I don't know, all of that kind of stuff. What else? What was I talking about? I was talking about like what I am making for the market. I think the trails will be great for the market if I made some more of them. I should make more cowboy boots too. I don't think I've trimmed any recently. I know I have like 3. I have 3 that are ready to be underglazed. But I do feel like I should make some more, because those have also been like drawing people to my booth, and I think people really like them. Currently, so I had, how many? No, I have 4 in my shop. One of my coworkers bought one of them, and then the other 2 have already been purchased. So I only have 1 in my shop right now. So I kind of feel like, you know, should get some more out there. What else do I want to make? I'm kind of trying to figure out if I want to do like magnets for specifically for the market. I don't know if that would sell very well online. I don't know. I'm kind of like throwing that around. But I kind of feel like people would like to see that at the market, because it'd be like probably a cheaper item. I'm trying to figure out like how it would be cheaper, because my first thought is to do like a fun little underglaze thing, but like my underglaze things like are the most expensive because they take so much time to do. So how could I do that so that it is not super duper expensive and takes me like forever to do? I don't know. That's like so much of like my admin stuff is just like thinking about stuff and like making like probably like dumb decisions. I don't know. Like, should I do this or should I do that? How should I price this? Admin stuff is like, I don't know. Sometimes it's fine, but I definitely don't really like doing kind of that kind of, you know, part of the business. Oh, before I forget, I am going to cancel the stream for tomorrow because I will be in the office and I will not be home to do the stream. But then I'll be back on Thursday and Friday for our streams, unless something random comes up. I do think I will be taking Emmy to the vet, possibly, but I need them to call me back first, so I don't know when that's happening. I don't know if that's happening this week or next week or when. It's not like super urgent. But her nose is kind of swollen. So I took her I don't know. I took her like a month ago and they gave some like medication for it and it didn't really do anything. So yeah. Otherwise, I don't think we really have too much going on. I am super excited to go to some ceramic markets this weekend. Maybe I'll show you guys on Monday if I buy anything cool at the market. I don't know if people care about that. Like my little like if I do like shop hauls, I feel like some people like that kind of thing. I have no idea. I don't know, you can leave me some feedback if you want. But yeah, this will, yeah, of course be like handmade ceramics that I will be getting locally here. I'm so excited for that. Gonna go to the lake this weekend too. And just hang out at the lake because that is super fun. Maybe have like a little, I think we'll bring some food and like have a little picnic or something too. We spent like a long time at the lake like last weekend? Yeah. Sounds super fun. How deep should I make this? Let me just like trim the side off here so I can kind of see how it's doing. I don't know. I feel like we could do maybe a bit further down. I feel like it's not completely the same depth throughout. Okay, what else do I have on? I have all of these projects. I made like so much progress yesterday though. I feel like, I mean, it's easier to start projects than it is to like work on them and actually finish them. But I think I'll probably finish these little air plant holders tomorrow or like tonight, because they're actually pretty quick to do. I just need to attach the legs and do some trimming. Hi, WDMO. Is this a light cover? What? What does that mean? We are working on carving a watercolor paint palette. Although I feel like you could put jewelry in it if you really wanted to. But I do have like this kind of design with that is like thinner. So the wells aren't so deep and the wells are bigger. I do have a few of those that will be coming to the shop soon. So I don't know. I call it like, I mean, this version is a little bit more like a paint palette, but I don't know. Sometimes I call it like a jewelry dish too. So that's what I'm working on carving at the moment. I'm just doing the base right now, or like the foot. Because I don't want to like dig too deep in the wells before I do the base, you know, or else we're going to punch a hole through it, and I mean, like, you just have to be like really careful with that, because, you know, even if you are being careful, you could accidentally like punch a hole through it. So yeah, doing this is just kind of, I know it's boring looking at the back. But we have to do this part first. Oh, looked like there would be an open slot to put over a light switch. Oh, yeah, that'd be kind of cool. I feel like I've seen somebody that has done that. I mean, that's not really a common thing that I've seen though. That'd be kind of fun, to have something like kind of different. Oh my gosh, what if it was like, wait, how would that work? No, I mean, I suppose like, some people do like, I feel like from that, the ceramic TV show, the British and the Canadian one, they did like, lamps on them. So now like everybody that does ceramics is like making lamps. But like, wouldn't that be kind of cute if your lamp, like, the light switch for it, which I don't really know, like, how, where did you have would the light switch for it really go to a lamp? Probably not. I don't know. But, you know, that'd be kind of cute to, like, if the light switch matched the lamp. And some people even make, like, their own, like, ceramic lampshade, too, which is interesting. I don't know. I'm not really sure how I feel about that. I'm so, like, I don't really like moody lighting, because I'm always working on stuff that I'm trying to look at with my eyeballs. I mean, I guess now I don't do that so much, but like, especially when I was like painting and I'm like, I need to see like what color this is. Like, all my lights are just like blasting daylight. I don't know, they're still kind of like that though. I'm not really like a mood lighting person. I think that'd be like, I don't know, anything where you have to try to get the ceramics to like fit something else it's definitely a challenge. you know, like if you're trying to make a like a light switch, what's that, like the light switch cover, you know, like you'd have to make it like a very specific size to fit over the actual like switch. Stuff like that is like really challenging for ceramics, because ceramics will shrink at different stages of the making process. So right now I have like I guess you would call it like greenware, and then when it completely dries it shrinks a bit, like a little bit, and then when it is bisque fired it will shrink again, and then, you know, you decorate with glaze, and then you put in the glaze firing, and then it shrinks again. So it's really difficult to do those kinds of things, or like, you know, like a lamp. You have to get it to like fit the little like whatever, the thing that holds the light bulb. I don't know. I mean, maybe some people, just like people that have worked with their clay for like a long time, maybe they just kind of know like how much it shrinks. But I don't know, I'm always like surprised when I see how much stuff shrinks. I try to counter it by making it larger than I want it, but I don't feel like I always quite get it. So here's the other paint palette that I have. Let's see. So this one is like, it's just a bit bigger. So I'm kind of guessing, hoping that's about the size, maybe even a tiny bit bigger. I wouldn't mind if the paint palette was like maybe a bit bigger. But I'm just, I don't know. I kind of guess like as to how much it will shrink in the process. That's why it's like, I would say like mugs are particularly like a bit harder to do, because everybody expects a certain size for your mug, especially for like how many fingers can you fit in the handle. Like it kind of upsets me when mugs can only fit like 2 fingers. I definitely want like 3 fingers. And then like for me, I definitely put creamer in my coffee. Sometimes I put both creamer and half and half. So it needs to fit a good amount more than just the coffee. And sometimes like some of my mugs are too small for that. Like the ones that I've purchased from whatever, like store or like on Etsy, like even like the handmade ones are sometimes like too small. But I also have mugs that are way too big, and I'm like, what would you possibly put in here that needs it to be this big? Like there's just like this like perfect size, and maybe that perfect size for everybody is like maybe slightly different, but I feel like you definitely don't want a mug that's too small, because that's like too small to put like certain things in. So I feel like that's kind of, I don't know. That's just my excuse for not making as many mugs as I should. What we had 2 that came into the shop recently. No, wait, no, it was 1. I've made, from a glaze firing, I have gotten 3. I've gotten 3 out of a glaze firing. One of them had issues, so I kept it, and then the other one I really liked it, but also had issues, so I kept it. And then the other one had slight issues, and I sold it for like a discounted price. So many issues. Particularly, I've tried to like coil build or slab build mugs on the stream, and they just have not turned out. They keep cracking. So it just kind of leaves me to make them on the wheel, but I don't know. I get kind of obsessed when I start wheel throwing, so it's really hard for me to like stop once I've started. I'll just be like, I should make another vase. I should make another thing. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, I have so many other things I need to be working on. Like, I need to like stop. I don't know. It's not even like that inconvenient for me to like sit down and do it. It's like literally right next to me. I don't know. I have a problem. But I also have a problem like stopping when I start doing things here on the table too. I don't know. Yeah. What else? Did you figure out your coaster situation? It's been a little bit since you asked about that. Maybe like, I don't know, a week or something? I don't know. We're making such great progress on this. I love it. I'm also trying to keep track of how long everything takes me. So that is also another reason why I've made like more, what should I say, like duplicates of things. So we have 2 paint palettes. One I can just kind of do on the stream, which may be slightly slower than if I was not streaming, just because I'm like talking while I'm doing it. So, but I have another one where I can like just kind of like focus on, and I can like time myself on like how long it takes to make, just so I have like a better idea about like my process. It's kind of nice though, because like once I know like how long things take, I can kind of like when we're streaming, I can be like, oh well, it only takes this long to grab clay, wedge this out, and just like cut out like a trinket dish shape or whatever. It's kind of nice to know like how long the things take. It's really hard to like just, you know, not really put in a specific effort into like tracking and just like know how long they take. But because I make so many things like at the same time. I think it'll like help. I wonder. Let me see. Let me look at this other one. No, we have like some flat areas. I'm kind of wondering if we should push the wells a little bit closer to each other. Maybe not. It's probably fine. Cause like I think if they're like too close, they could bleed into like the other well, and you wouldn't want that. I definitely do want to make like more of these in like other shapes. I don't know, so the one I just like pulled off from the side. I have 2 of those. They look exactly the same. They are, I don't know, they kind of turned out weird glaze wise. So I have not added them to my shop. I did bring them to see if anybody wanted to buy one, like in person, so they could actually kind of like see it. I don't know, the glaze covering just is kind of weird. It's supposed to be matte, but it has like flashes of glossy. I think the whole thing is covered in glaze. Sometimes you can coat an area with glaze and it kind of runs away from that spot and then it's not glazed, or it kind of has like a very thin kind of like coverage to it. And I don't know, it's just kind of weird. It's not really what I was expecting, so I'm not really sure how I feel about it. So I just kind of feel like I need to redeem it or something. So I'm making like basically the same shape and like design, but I do think it'd be kind of fun to make some more little palettes, possibly. I don't know if I should go into like a different kind of paint palette, like if I should stick to like the watercolor ones, or if I should kind of do like a more like acrylic sized ones, because like you wouldn't put acrylic in here, probably not, they're probably too small. Where like acrylic you would most likely want like I mean, probably maybe like some wells, maybe both wells and just like a flat area or something. I think it kind of depends on like the person, like how much they want this stuff to kind of mix around and kind of like divide them, maybe. I don't know. I would water down my acrylic paint when I used to like do that. You're not like supposed to do that, so I don't know like how many people would, but like in that case you would want like wells. I don't know, I'll have to like, that's another thing I'll have to like think about and be like, should I focus on watercolor or just kind of like open that up? I don't know. Like literally everybody that I talk to that does watercolor like says like how difficult it is. And like, I don't know, that they like gave up on it or something. So I'm like, maybe I should do acrylic, because a lot of people do work in acrylic. If not like oil. I know a lot of the kids that I went to school with, like I took a bunch of painting classes, and like there's like one other girl that did watercolor. I didn't even do watercolor back then when I was in college. There's like one girl that did watercolor, and I did okay, I did tiny bit of watercolor. And then I mostly did acrylic. And then everybody else, like the actual painting majors, like worked in oil. I don't like oil because of like, it smells so bad. Like the turpentine that you have to use to like clean it and stuff. And like, I don't know, the turpentine is like, I don't know, you're just like working with like harsher like chemicals and stuff. And I don't know. Just kind of wasn't my jam. And like I was kind of dumb, and like I literally like, we didn't really like learn things like that often in my painting class. This is a college level painting class, and we didn't really learn heck all. We're just like, for the most part, we just showed up and we just started painting. with supplies that we brought. And I was kind of dumb and I didn't know. Like, I saw everybody else washing their brushes in the turpentine bucket thing. So then I was like washing my acrylic brushes in it. And then like that was like, I don't know, it was probably like a earlier class, and I just remember smelling like turpentine the entire day. And I was just like, oh my God, I'm like gonna pass out from the fumes that are coming off of me. Or like, I don't know, like kids next to me can probably smell it. Like, why do you smell like this? And I just stopped using it. I think I used it like for my brushes that one time, and then I was like, maybe I'm not supposed to use this thing. But I'm just like, oh my gosh, when I was in college, I was like, I have like social anxiety, so there was no way in heck I was gonna ask my teacher like if I was supposed to be like washing my brushes in the turpentine or not. I was just like, I just stopped doing it. I don't know, because I'm like, I mean, all these other kids probably took like high school like painting classes, but I didn't have any art classes in high school. I literally just showed up to college, claimed to do like an art and design degree, and then they're just like, oh, okay. And then they just like threw me into like these classes, and I'm like, I have no idea what I'm doing. And I was way too scared to ask anybody. And it was like, we had like even like the intro to drawing and painting, we didn't learn anything about the different kinds of paint. We're just like, what the heck did we do in that class? I don't know. I mean, I think there's like recommendations like, oh, have some like charcoal and like some pencils, and I don't know. But we didn't really learn anything about like paint and pigments or anything, not that I remember. I don't know. Anyway. I think I mostly picked up watercolor, I think mostly after I graduated college. I think it's fun, but I do like most of my like other art stuff, like painting, is like very abstract, and I do think it would be difficult if you're trying to do like realism with watercolor. I have like no idea like how people do that. But I've never really been like that into doing like realistic painting. The most I do for painting would be like impressionistic looking. But I don't know, like I've made like some paintings for my mom. She really likes like landscape paintings. But yeah, I don't generally like to do like realistic things. I do kind of like, I mean, I wouldn't say that like my trinket dishes are like that realistic, but they're not abstract. Like the bunnies, and what else we have? We have some pancakes, watermelon. And it's not really like realistic. It's a more like illustrative looking, I would say. I should do more like some more like illustration classes or something. I just realized my Skillshare account just billed me again. So I guess I'm paying for that for another year. Skillshare, like last I checked, they don't have anything for ceramics really. I I do know my one of my like favorite ceramic artists, Emily Reinhardt. She is on Skillshare. I don't feel like I learned a ton from her class. I can't really remember. I was looking for something like very specific about hand building when I was watching it. And I don't feel like I quite got what I was looking for, but it was, I don't know, I was looking for something super specific when I was watching it. But I don't know, I don't really remember a lot on Skillshare. Maybe there's like a lot of wheel throwing, but like I don't need classes on wheel throwing because I already, I mean, maybe I could go for like reminders, but I mean, I feel like for the most part, I've got the idea down. Like, I don't feel like I need to, like, I don't know, watch how to make, I don't know, maybe something that's, like, super specific, like a double-walled cup or something. Maybe something like that I'll watch a video on. Because you can't throw, like, some weird pieces. You can throw them in one piece. Sometimes really weird things are like shimmied together or whatever, like from wheel throwing and like hand building, and then they're just kind of like assembled together. I mean, I feel like most generally doesn't matter like how you make stuff. It's just kind of like what end result do you want. But yeah, like I took like my university classes in wheel throwing, but I was like, I didn't take any hand building in college, or like it wasn't in college. It was my college classes that I took after I had graduated. I was like, I don't want to do hand building. That's boring. Like you're supposed to take like both the like beginner ceramic classes, so you have wheel throwing in one class and then hand building in the other. And I was like, I went to my teacher and I was like, yo, I was like, I am not a student, I work here, which is why I'm taking classes. We had like tuition free classes because I worked at the university. And I was like, like, I'm not really, like, a student. I just kind of want to, like, take wheel throwing. And he, like, signed a note or whatever for me to, like, skip the hand building class. And then I went into, like, the whatever, like, advanced wheel throwing or whatever the name of that class was. So that's, like, I took those two, and then COVID hit, and I couldn't take any more classes, and then I left the university, got a different job, and now I just do ceramics from my house, and I'm still figuring out slab building and coil building, and why my stuff keeps cracking. I'm kind of, I don't know, I kind of want to do some, like, sculptures. Not, like, boring sculptures, but, like, I feel like the turtles that I've been working on are kind of sculptural. Stuff where you kind of, like, shape it, and then you cut it in half, and then you kind of dig out the excess clay, and then you, like, reattach those two pieces together. Just kind of, I don't know, like stuff like that. When I was doing markets last year, I had this little, like, it was just kind of like supposed to add color to my booth. It's like this little ceramic lemon that I literally got for like $3 to $5 at Target. And literally everybody would come over to my booth, pick up the lemon, and be like, how much is this? And I'm like, just go to Target. Like, I'm like, that's my lemon. That's my display lemon. Literally everybody that came to my booth picked up the lemon and was like, is this for sale? And I'm like, oh my god, no. It's not even handmade. So I don't know, like stuff like that, like it was really cute, like, you know, like, so I'm kind of thinking like, oh, like what if I made like a little, like, I mean, I don't really know like what you would do with it. It's just like you just put it in your house somewhere. Like, it's kind of weird. I'm not really sure like how I would like kind of like do marketing for it. Like, what am I telling people they can do with it? Like, put it on your bookshelf? I mean, like, you don't do anything with it. It just sits somewhere. So I'm like, I don't really know. It's a thought in progress to do like whatever, like a handmade like strawberry, or like I do kind of like the strawberry trend that's going around right now. I don't know, like strawberry, cherries are kind of trendy right now. Oranges, lemons are, I mean, we're kind of getting a little bit late in the summer, you know, to be making summer things maybe. So maybe, I don't know, maybe something for like next summer or something. I don't know, because I'm like, what am I going to tell people? Like, I mean, you don't do anything with it. It's just decorative lemon or whatever, like a strawberry. I don't know, because it's like, I feel like most people want, like, especially like right now, like, I don't feel like a lot of people have like that much money at the moment. I kind of feel like, you know, like we're in a recession or something, and, you know, like you don't really want to spend money on stuff that like doesn't have a purpose. Like, it, you know, at least like when you're shopping, you can convince yourself like, oh, like it's a cup, like, or a bowl, like I could use this like every day if I wanted to, like it has actual purpose. I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about the decorative things. But I don't know. It's something that's like on my mind to do, like maybe like some sculptural things, or like maybe some things that could have a purpose, like bookends. Like a bookend is kind of like, they're usually pretty, like, either they're really boring, there's nothing designed about it, or they're really cool. So like maybe like, I don't know, that's just kind of like, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna make bookends, but like as an idea, like it would be kind of that more sculptural thing, but something like functional too that you could use if you wanted, you know. I mean, it's kind of weird if you didn't use the bookend and you just kind of put it somewhere. That's kind of weird. But yeah, I don't know, just kind of like some thoughts on what I'm kind of just like thinking about making pretty soon. I have like, I made a little like Trello list. I got Trello. It actually is pretty cool. You can get it for free. And it's just kind of like for project management. So you could, you know, even if you didn't have like a business, you could put like your chores list on there, and you could like add your partner to it and be like, hey, do these chores, and I'm gonna go do these chores, and like, I don't know. Even if you didn't have a business, it's kind of neat actually. But there are a bunch of like free project managers out there. Some like YouTuber kind of recommended that one, so I was really overwhelmed by the amount that are like out there. So that's the one that I happen to go with. Really, there was no other reason. And I don't need anything fancy. Like some of them are like, oh, you have to pay this much money to have like this many people working out with you, and I'm like, it's just me. I don't need anything fancy. So I'm really, I don't know, I'm kind of excited about using it. It's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of nice to feel like I'm getting things organized, I guess. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of like squirt some water on here because they actually are kind of dry. Let's see, maybe can I get the size of these? Okay. And then I think these will be like perfect for me to continue working on later. You know, I need to like, here's my little turtle. I need to like re-moisturize my turtle. I just realized, I was trying to take a picture of it for Instagram, and then I just realized it doesn't have like the little like turtle shell markings. So I'll have to make sure that's like hydrated and doesn't like dry too much. And I've got the little turtle shells over here. These are actually pretty dry too, so these could be, maybe I should put water on these actually. They could probably be like shaped and trimmed today, possibly, if I have time. I don't know if it's like super bad if I'm like stacking these. They're sort of sticking together. But I really don't have that much space on my desk either. I have like a million projects sitting over here that I like started last night. Okay. Maybe I'll put one like over here or something. I don't know. Okay. Well, that is our stream for today. Thank you so much for joining me, Dubdmo. So nice to see you again. I hope you figure out your little, your coaster dilemma. Yeah. So yeah, again, tomorrow I'll have to cancel the stream, but I'll be back for Thursday and Friday. For anybody that watches on Twitch, be sure to follow along so you know when I jump on for streams. All the videos are uploaded to YouTube at calieandco. There you can find a whole live stream playlist and some other videos. I have a few ceramic tutorials, some videos on like handmade like small business topics, and then some videos for just like general art topics. And yeah, be sure to subscribe to YouTube, give the video a like, and yeah, I'll see you guys later. All right, bye.